Let's go back to our top story and the deteriorating relations between Turkey and Russia. Speak to Victoria Panova. She's from the Moscow State Institute for International Relations. Victoria, thank you very much for joining us. Now, very strong language from Vladimir Putin about Turkey today in his speech. How would you categorize the two countries' relations right now?
Well, it's been unfortunate to see Russian-Turkey slide from practically, at least that's how it was seen from Russia, practically strategic partnership into very hostile relations. And it's really not something that Russia envisioned. And you know that Russia had multiple plans together with Turkey, including the atomic station, which was, let's say, a very favorable step from the Russian point of view. Their energy, the Turkish energy, yes, yeah. So all those things, and suddenly we are confronted with their unfriendly position, as it is seen from here, from Turkey, and it's been taken aback. And I should tell that this very strong language of Putin towards Turkey, it's also it's not only a signal to Turkey or to NATO that Russia is not going to allow to be treated this way, right? But it is also a signal to its own internal audience. So you should understand that while Russia didn't introduce really harsh measures so far, it didn't do the eye for eye, right? So it didn't take down their Turkish plane, it didn't do anything like that. So it introduced asymmetric measures.
Okay, but I'll get to NATO and the internal relations audience rather in a bit, but you're an international relations specialist. How do countries recover from tense times like this?
Well, there has to be lots of efforts put into it by, obviously now Turkey. So I would think there should be some kind of motion on the part of Erdogan, and he seems to be taking quite a harsh position. And this also explains Putin's harsh position, because he specifically made sure in his message that he's not talking, or he's not considering any measures against Turkey as it is, but he blames particularly part of their people in power for their current situation, and he wants to distinguish between those responsible for the current relations and Turkish people. So there's been somehow put forward the idea that there might be no future for current powers, current elite. Okay. I wouldn't put it that strongly, but at least this was hinted.
All right, Victoria Panova from Moscow, we thank you for that analysis.